Yeah, this your boy Rich underscore everything with an A, and you now locked in to RE Films, Mr. Uncut, Raw. Outside, man, I was actually gonna go over and work on the Denali, get some stuff done. I know y'all. By the time I'm hitting y'all with this video right here, I can tell y'all right now, like I had so much going on. I actually got to play catch up with edits, because right now while I'm talking about the Denali, you guys probably hadn't seen most of the videos or anything yet, but we will do that. We will do some catch up edit. But right now we are going to be actually assembling the heads that are going on there. We pulled some $7.99 heads off of it. My biggest thing was I did not want to wait. Come to find out, I may have had the time to wait, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's better to go ahead and be prepared for the task that you take on than to actually wait. So what I did was I had some 243s laying around. I took them down to Jordan's Performance. And I will show you exactly what I had done right about now. You can see, yep, inside the house. Reason I'm inside the house because it is raining today. I did have plans, like I said. So, you can see right here where, boom. Show y'all this here. Where they actually put the tag on it. This is what I love about working with them. They actually tag everything. Not only do they tag it like this right here, but someplace on the side, you know what I'm saying, my signature is on the side of the actual head. So with that being said, this is what I got done. Nice 3-angle valve job and some leveling. Did I knock any off? Yes, I did have something knock off. I also left the note with them, or spoke with somebody to help tell them to not to assemble them. Had I known then what I know now, and I could probably still do it, but what I would have done, I would have went ahead and got them assembled. The only reason I didn't is because I was planning on porting and polishing these heads, but that's a whole nother thing right there. So what you see right here is that you can see 243s right here. You see your valve seals. Now you're probably thinking it was already locked in place. No, I wanted to actually leave them like this right here. I did hit them with just a little bit of WD, you know, just so I can have the actual, because these right here have the rubber seats on top and inside. So next thing's next is we're gonna get a socket that can fit not snug, but nicely over the top of it, and get us a rubber mallet, and we will start tapping those down on there. Now, I noticed that I was able to actually push them down by hand on this side right here. Push them all the way down by hand. So tapping may not be required. It's just a method that I've been using for a while, just to make sure that they seat properly. That way you don't actually have to worry about any oil leaks, or when your valves, when they do go up, you ain't got to worry about one of the actual seals, even though the springs sit down on top of them, breaking loose, or any type of problems. But you can see right here, Michigan Motorsports, that's the part number right there if you guys want to order them, 16 in a pack. Over here is the actual valves that came out of this engine, and the 3-angle valve job, as you can see, I mean, can't lie, love them. So mad shout out to Jordan's Performance. One of the things that I usually do whenever I'm working on one, and I will say that, you see this, I usually like to get those smooth, but we ain't gonna worry about all of that right there. For the most part, they clean. No bent ones, because if we had any that were bent, they would have taken them out in the process of actually cleaning and everything. So yeah, that's that. They even gave me the keepers and all that, springs and all, because I asked them not to assemble them. Inside the box, nice enough for the actual retainers, along with the springs and the valves. So next is you gotta have something that you're gonna work with. And in one of my edits, you guys have already seen it, but we're gonna try something. Nice little Amazon kit. We want to know the part number on that. Let's see if I can zoom into it. So you want to know the part number on that? Let's see if we can get it. Focus. And it doesn't seem to want to work with me right now. So there you go. Boom. That's the part number on that right there. The smaller tool that I was actually using, impacting down, nice. I just wanted to try something different. So if this doesn't work, I still have my other tool that I can use. So we will be trying that, or trying this. And if that doesn't work, I actually have that right around the corner in my office because I brought that in as well. Another thing, because with DOD deleting the truck, you can see we're gonna go ahead and clean this cover up. Yep, it needed some gaskets. We're gonna go ahead and clean that actual front cover up. You see how grungy that right there looks. Get that out of the way. This bin right here actually holds my nice, and there are the actual keepers that we will be using. Voila, springs right there, nice and soaked in oil right there. So we're pretty much ready to go on that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to work. One of the things that I was telling y'all about is the actual socket. So here's my socket. I'm using a 24. You can see right here my actual seal is still loose. And like I was telling you, you can actually push down on that with your finger and it'll snap in. Now I will tell you guys, these heads are pretty sharp. So if you actually I've got myself on a couple of them, a couple of times. If you actually have some good gloves, I got these from Harbor Freight for I think it was like $4 or whatever. But if you got a nice set of gloves that you can actually use, to keep from nicking your hands or whatever, do that. Next thing is you want to take your 24, and the best thing to do is you can put your 24, get your couple of nice little taps on that, and then seat them. What I usually do with mine, and older guy told me this once, is just take the hammer, one good slap. If you can, it's just a certain sound for me that you get. It's like this one. If you don't want to take your hand or whatever and push it down, take that socket, put that socket on there. That way you can use just that little bit of hand pressure, remember. Get that nice little smack to it. And then you can just run through like this and start seating your actual valve seals. Alright, after you pretty much get them where you want them, you can go now and you can see if I try to pull them off, they're on there. So with that being said, pick you up guys off for a second. You can see now they on there, like there's no pulling them back off. The actual socket does not damage anything on the heads. I wouldn't say go super crazy. I've already done this here. I wouldn't say go super crazy with it when you smack it down on the hammer, but you do want to put enough of a smack to where you know that they lock in and you can actually go back and check them by hand. To each his own. What I did was I took my WD-40 and actually sprayed on the actual stems, and then I also took the WD-40 and hit the insides real close from these so I can actually guide these in. So what I'm gonna do is I'll actually grab one, and if you notice, it doesn't really, I mean, it's just WD-40, so it doesn't matter how you grab it. Preferably, you know, if you want to put some gloves on, put some gloves on. You see how easy that slid in. Here you go. Second one. And they should slide in fairly easy. If you start getting some resistance on them or whatever, and they start fighting back, or you just have to finagle with it just a little bit, then maybe you just want to check and make sure you don't have any of them that's bent, because they should be able to slide in and out fairly easy whenever you know, start putting them in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start going through this right here. I'll probably get one done, and then I'll cut you back on. That way you can actually see the process of me actually sitting there and using the tool. So
I don't want to be on YouTube yet.
This is what I got going on right here. I was actually assembling a head, which was taking way longer than what it was supposed to be taking. And by the way, y'all noticed that I have this tool actually came from Amazon, so I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. If you're gonna buy anything from Amazon as far as a spring tool, buy this one. That one, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, could not handle the pressure. As you can see, I got it inside the case, and look at what happened to it. And I will say, if you're just dealing with just regular LS springs, it'll probably work. But if you're dealing with racing springs, which are coiled like that, then I would suggest not using it. So that right there, I wouldn't say it's a waste of money. I'm just gonna get in contact with Amazon and let them know. Do I want another kit? If they give me another kit, I'll take another kit. If not, I will probably see if they have this one and just buy a spare one of these. Or I don't know, have them reimburse me some type of way. You know, I don't believe in being reimbursed. I will spend the money with them, but if they want to reimburse me, then that's fine too. My biggest thing is, like I said, I finally got that head right there put together with just, I guess you could call it a lucky charm. I mean, I don't stay locked in when I finish the second head right here. I'll bring y'all back and let y'all see. You know, I'm gonna stand them up and let y'all see how everything turned out as far as, and also how you can test the actual springs and all on it. So stay locked in. Here we go. I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all I was gonna grab my other spring tool. Well, I ended up grabbing the other spring tool, valve spring tool. There you go. It's another. I think I bought that one off of Amazon. Might have been Amazon. If not Amazon, eBay. I know for one or the other. Reason I did, man. Look at this right here, and let me bring it back. As you can see, and the reason I wanted to show it to you like this is, notice that side in the box, but this side right here can't go in. Yeah, bend. So if you're trying to do regular LS springs, it may work, but I'm gonna let you know now. If you have springs like that right there, and you pushing, just say if you 585 lift, or 600 lift, and you got to get some. You can't use your regular stock springs, and you got to go higher than that, man. Forget that tool; it ain't gonna work. Grab you one of these right here for about, I think it's like any place in the range of $15 to $30, and that right there gonna put you in the game. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you see I already got this side done on here, and I got that whole head right there done. Just trying to go ahead and get it knocked out, man, so I can go ahead and clean my living room up just a little bit. But I ain't make too much of a mess because I kept it on the cardboard, as you can see. So yeah, and I had this thing right here. Matter of fact, I had this thing since I built Relentless. So I want to say, yeah, I had it for some years. Just put it like that. I can't even remember how long that was, but since I built Relentless with the 6.0, the very first 6.0 that I built, great tool. I'm gonna go ahead and invest in another one. So Amazon, look, if anybody who work for Amazon watching this video right here, or matter of fact, I'm gonna get at the seller and see if the seller can reimburse me, or even if he want to send me another kit, you know what I'm saying? I'll try it again on some stock springs and see if they work. If they don't, then hey, I mean, it is what it is. It's worth a second try, but it ain't worked this time right here. And just a little note, show y'all what I'm actually doing. Just a little trick for the trade. I usually take like some little grease or something, and I'm trying to pick it up. But I put grease on my keepers, and what that does is when I slide them or put them on there, just a little trick for the trade here, I can pull them up to each other. Let me get a rag right quick. Yeah, I can pull them up to each other, and they just butt up on each other like that right there with just that grease, and that grease to hold it. That'll give me enough time to actually grab my wrench, and yep, my wrench. I used to use the impact on this right here, but I stopped using the impact. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. On this tool right here, I used to flip it over and have this side right here downwards, but then I found it easier to have it flip this way. So if you buying this tool and you flipping this right here the other way, you are using it correctly, but I found it a whole lot easier just to flip it on the flat side and have it like that right there. Everything else is gonna tell you how it's supposed to go with like top. You really don't even have to break this tool down like that. Let's see right quick if I can just kind of sit y'all right here, and I don't know if that gonna work. And what I'll try to do right quick is just try to see if I can ratchet this head off, or ratchet this. I said this head. Go ahead and, I know y'all don't see nothing but my hand right now, but get it to a point where I can stop so you can see what I mean. Alright, so pick y'all up right quick so y'all can see. Alright, so you can see here. Sit that right there. Real quick. Alright, so now you can see my keepers. They actually seating themselves. You can see on this side right there, under the wrench right there. It ain't quite in like they're supposed to be, but just one good thing about this tool here is, back out for a sec. You can take your time. If you're doing them right, they'll pull themselves right on in. They pull themselves right on into right on in there. What I do from there, so I go ahead, goes down. These here 13s. It's all 13s. The whole setup is 13s. Bolt in the middle, and that bolt right there, 13s. Now on these, I will tell you, instead of me sitting there taking my time and doing that, I will zip these up just a little, That ain't gonna sit right there and twist. Show you the tool right here. It's the tool. So, I did make some changes to it. I will tell you that this is the tool, and then there's a bottom piece right here that actually goes on the bottom so that they can seat. You can see right there on this part right here, and I did make some adjustments to it. Reason being is it had a Allen head, so what I did was I actually went out and I welded that, because at some point it started to twist. This right here actually had threads in it, so after I welded, I didn't have any problems with it. I was able to use it how I wanted to. I was able to use it how I wanted to on any of the motors or any of the heads that I've been working on. So, man, shout out to that right there, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get this last one right here done, and that's gonna be it for that right there. And then I gotta jump over here on my DOD delete plate over here, get that done, so I can get the rest of this mess right here, you know what I'm saying, out of my living room, back in the work truck. Get in here and vacuum just a little bit so I can relax for the rest of the night. But y'all stay locked in, man. I'm gonna go ahead, finish this thing up. Oh yeah, and then on the bottom side of it, I know y'all probably used to everybody having a bench. I'm gonna show you how I cheated on that. I just took a shirt, put a shirt up under there, and that keeps your valves from actually falling, because now you got that pressure that you can push down on. And I don't know if you heard that little noise just now, but yeah, that keeps your valves from falling, and that'll keep them held up while you put your stuff in there. So this is actually how I go ahead, and this is how my assembly starts off right here. Right here. And you can see these right here, these came with these, so they got, just pay attention to what side goes where. And then you just, that's it. That plate goes down in there. This goes back on top of here. And then you got two 13s right here. Yeah, let's see if I can get this with one hand. Ready for you. At least start it. That's how easy it is. It's a little time consuming, but it's well worth it. I ain't gonna lie. It's well worth it, because that right there, when they started flexing, I thought the spring was actually gonna pop off and like hit me in the face or shoot off and hit the wall or something. Whereas this right here, you know, I say, but yeah, that's pretty much all you doing right there, man. And then you tightening everything down from there, just to compress your springs, man. So stay locked in, man. Let me go ahead and finish this thing right here up, so I can get these heads right here up out of the way. One more thing I gotta do to them. I got a bolt in each of these heads. I probably won't get to it today because it's already dark out. But tomorrow I'll probably jump out, go ahead and just take me a washer and another bolt. Go to welding, and I get the bolt out. So like I said, man, y'all stay locked in, man. I'm gonna bring it back to y'all in a few minutes after I get this last one set right here down, and we're gonna go for that. Bro, I can't lie. Hey, man, you get out what you put in. So y'all see, this is what I put in, that hard work. That's what I get out. You feel me? Like, don't, for a lot of people, and I'm gonna say this right here, man, so I can encourage a lot of y'all, man. It's a lot of y'all out here that got projects and everything. Hold on, man. It's a lot of y'all that got projects out here, these old school projects. Y'all want an LS swap. Y'all ain't got to do what everybody else doing, man. Y'all ain't got to have the turbos. Y'all ain't got to have the superchargers. Get y'all a nice little 5.3 out of a pick and pull. If it need to be going through, man, go through it. Hell, y'all, if you following me on YouTube, man, look, it's each one teach one. So I'm going to tell you like this right here, man. And, you know, everybody got to live. I can't do nothing for free. But one thing about it is I ain't trying to tax you or break your pockets either. I come to you and help you. You feel me? If you got a question, ask it. Cause I remember days, man, and still today, man, I ask people certain things about certain bills. I ask people about, pairing certain engines with certain transmission and just different stuff. Now, some people may not have the answer, and then for the ones who do have the answers, just some of them just don't want to give you that answer. And then you got the ones out there that's when you need their services or whatnot. This is the crazy part. They want to do business, but they want to tax you. Some money is better than no money, man. So with that being said, man, I salute to everybody who sit right here and watch my channel, man. I salute to everybody who sat back and waited on me, man. You feel me? All 14,000 and adding. I salute to every last one of y'all. So now, you know what I'm saying? I done went through my hardship, man. But man, I had to realize that I was that mustard seed. I was that mustard seed. Faith. Man, you keep faith in the higher power, man. Look here, man. I lost in order to win. So with that being said, if I can do what I know y'all can do, what I believe in y'all, man. Each and every one of y'all. Let's get it, man. Look, like I say, man, look. Build what you want to build, man. Build what you want to build. You feel me? With that being said, man, look. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that bell. Make sure, man, y'all just subscribe, man. Share the channel with somebody. Share the channel with somebody. Get together, man, and start building these engines together with your homeboys, with your sons. Even if your daughter want to build, man, get with somebody who love you. I love you. Shoot. It is what it is, man. You already know what it is, man. Your boy Big Rich Everything, man. 2026, man. Let's get it. Yeah, this your boy Rich _everything with an A, and you now locked in to RE Films, Mr. Uncut, Raw.